but it's good. I'm really liking it, and I'm excited about the other two games in the series too. So
Yeah, it's like, and it just, I think it's getting really good. The I guys, if you're over here on the YouTube side of things, I got Mark tagged in the description of this video. If you guys aren't following him over at Late to the Game, you just released a video, and I'd like to explore a little bit of as a
sure,
topic regarding the Switch 2. But
yeah,
I think the best compliment, I saw you tweet this out, and I totally agree with it. Like, somebody was like, how does this guy only have 200 some odd subscribers? The video quality and product, like, you did such a great job. Obviously, I'm a big fan of your voice. Like, you have I think, a really good voice. And maybe I'm biased because we're both Italians. Hey.
it's
But
fair.
at the same time, like, yeah, I'm just like, guys, if you aren't following Mark over at Late to Game, I honestly think that if you go check out some of his videos, you'll probably will hit that subscribe button on him. I don't even have to plug you, because as soon as that just comes up, you are putting out really good work.
I appreciate that. Speaking of Italians, there was some guy from Sicily that commented on my most recent video. It was kind of funny, but he's like, spaghettios aren't Italian. And I was like, I know
I,
that was
you said that, and I was like, oh, he's gonna eat crap for that line.
yeah,
But I thought it was
yeah.
hilarious. I thought it was hilarious because
Yeah, but it's real funny. It turned into this whole thing in the comment section. I was just like, some of my people from my community were having fun with it. I'm like, I'm gonna stay away from this. But yeah, I appreciate that, Brian. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy making videos on YouTube because
yeah,
it's
it's
a
fun.
real artistic and creative outlet for me.
It's super
And
fun.
yeah, and I'm glad I was able to learn Premiere. That thing was very daunting from the beginning, but yeah, I'm happy to talk about the Switch 2 news. I'm excited. I'm very excited about the potential Switch 2 we may be seeing maybe in
Dude,
June.
the Nintendo fanboy in me is just constantly just like, like, all right, what are we gonna do? And I'm just waiting to be slightly disappointed. Like, I always feel like Nintendo gives you 90% of what you were really wanting, and then 10%, like, oh, why do they choose to use friend codes again? Like, are we still
Yeah.
on in this archaic system? Like, what gives? So it's them slowly, but honestly, they've been running a very incredible, profitable business. So when we talk about what we're going to talk about with Xbox, I think that will probably pair well with that. I don't know if Chili will be joining us. He might be joining us midstream, and Cole said he is unfortunately got booked up by a meeting, so it might just be us two hitting it,
Okay.
talking about video games, which is going to be great.
Awesome.
I do want to say to Gunther, who writes that they just got diagnosed with depression. Dude, yeah, that sucks. I struggle with that personally. And for me, like, just keep putting in the work. Make sure if you need therapy, like, it's not a weakness. It's a serious thing. So just don't sit on it, and don't slack on it, because it sucks. Because, like, I know anybody out there who suffers with depression, like, oh man, like, that in and of itself is like, it's something I wish, I wish that I wouldn't wish upon my enemies. That and anxiety too. Like, those are
Yeah.
the things that are just like, what the hell's going on? All right, guys, just a couple show notes, couple thank yous. Thanks to Hex, Lord, and Jonathan for being members here at Ginger Prime. For those of you who are hanging out for the first time or new and don't know, once the live stream is finished, it will archive, and it will be members only. The audio version of the podcast is free for everybody. You can always subscribe to it there, or you can also check out the video podcast over at Work the Game, where it will remain public as well. But one of the experiments I'm doing over the course of the next 30 days to see how it impacts the channel in terms of algorithm and performance is live streams will not necessarily will just go into members as kind of an archive, and I'm already seeing huge positive values off of that when it comes to, like, video averages and how YouTube decides it wants to handle certain things. So anyway, just an experiment, so you guys can let me know real time on your feedback. What's going on, Chrono? We got to get you in here. In fact, if you're free now, Chrono, let me just DM you this link if you want to come join. No pressure. But we've been just talking with Chrono about getting set up on the podcast as well. Let's see here. DM messages. Chrono. Where did I put you? We were chatting. Dadgum message history. There he is. All right. No worries, but there is the link if you want to just jump in and join us today, Chrono, as well. Outside of that, are you ready to go, Mark?
Let's go.
All right. I'm going to run the intro, and let's do this thing. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Crystal Core Radio podcast.